right, hello. My name is Dr. Petrus Whistler. I'm a professor here at the New Jersey Institute of Technology, Department of Mechanical and Industrial Engineering, and I'm just looking at the resumes of some of my students, roasting them, and hopefully, that'll help you make your resume better. So we are currently reviewing the resume of Leonard Nimoy, um, and we're just going to quickly glance through, how everything looks from a distance. In general, this is a pretty good outline, right? So this person is basically a graduating senior, and when you're thinking about a resume, the number one thing is who is the audience, right? And so nominally, this is for someone who is looking for a job, right? Um, And so, what an employer is going to care about at this stage of the career is indeed the education, right? So, that's good to have that here. I'm glad to see there's no mention of high school education here. Um, he does a very good job of kind of making stuff that needs to stand out, right? I'm not sure about Newark College of Engineering here. I think the what degree um, he is getting is going to be more important. Um, I like the section headers. It's a standard choice of font Times New Roman, but that's fine. Uh, it mentions when the expected graduation is. That's good. The GPA is there. That's probably going to be one of the first things that they look at. Also, typically GPA, you want to have the all the significant figures that um, you can report. Um, so overall, I think the education section looks good. When we are going down, right? So the next thing the employer is really going to care about is what sets this person apart, right? There's lots of people graduating with the same degree. Um, I think going for professional experience is probably the right call. Um, and highlighting the fact that it's a summer fellowship is good. I do think that the extracurriculars maybe combining these because when you say professional experience, I'm really thinking work, right? I'm thinking employment, I'm thinking internships, and that is kind of a disconnect from what you have here. Um, I also see, there's kind of a trend here where you have this hanging word at the bottom of the line. I think that's probably, just stylistically over here as well. Figuring out how to condense things would be good. Um, looking through this, just looking at what is detailed here, I think that to an extent there's probably too much specifics here, right? Um, you want to really convey that you did something interesting, but uh, saying that you're using Excel and MATLAB to developing a bicone color model. Um, I think that's too much, right? And using C++, identify 8 colors. Does an employer care if you did 8 colors, 9 colors? They don't, right? Um, I think I would basically just use this single bullet point, briefly summarize the overall goal, and I'd combine these two into one, basically talking about your presentation of what you did. Um, and then just combining extracurriculars, uh, mechanical subcaptain for 18 inch. 18 inches of what? I don't know. It's not immediately obvious to me. I think there's also a disconnect in the size of the font. Yeah, so this is 12 point, this is 11 point. Consistency is good. Uh, I think this is probably fine. I would provided weekly product progress. You know, I could go either way on that. Um, Good job using the multiplication symbol, not an X. The chess club treasurer. I think that's probably also fine. Um, you have room here to add a bit more, to toot your horn. Um, Skills actually, I would argue that skills might belong up here, above projects, because that's, putting that front and center with, exactly what you are, what you're good at is, sorry, maybe up here, right? That's going to be really a huge thing that they want. Um, Stylistically, I'm seeing that there is maybe an issue here with, the imbalanced number of bullet points. Something that I recommend doing. This is going to make things a lot easier, and I'm just going to go here because Word Word in double columns is really not that great. I would not do a list paragraph. Literally, what I would do here is I would insert a table. See, I can't even figure out how to get that out. Let's just pretend that I want to, do it here. So I'm putting everything back. Right. So if I wanted to have a 2-column thing, the easiest way of doing it is to put in, a table like this. Sorry. And then you can get rid of why is this not gone? Oh, borders. No border, right? This is just a much easier way of doing 2 columns, right? And then, what you can do is, CAD, right? And then over here, it's very easy to click over here, and you have all that, right? The other nice thing is that it's very easy to keep this on until you are until you're actually done editing, and then after you're done editing, just kind of remove the borders. That's what I'd recommend as far as this, because having this imbalance in where the bullets are, and honestly with this, I know SolidWorks is technically always capitalized, but don't yell. Also, you've broken down Fusion 360 on 2 lines, which is so there's that. Beyond that, just looking at the projects, I think there's there's some stuff to do. Basically, same comments as before. But yeah, I think overall it was pretty good resume, all things considered. Just a few things that I think would make it, a fair bit stronger. Um, but I would also recommend having just a line where you put in a bunch of like other skills, um, so that the robots will pick it up. So that is my roast of Leonard Nimoy's resume.